There's a brand new Spin Doctor story going around concerning Harry and Meghan, and as ever we always like to delve into that for you to bring you the inside track. So what is it? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London today. Nice to have your company. Actually, I've got some good news to share with you as well, because if like me we're all young, remember that, right? Don't you dare write anything nasty, because way back in the 1970s, I'm sure like me, I don't know what night it was on where you lived, but on a Tuesday night on our main commercial channel, Charlie's Angels at 8 o'clock was the #1 show. Do you remember it? Farrah Fawcett, Jacqueline Smith and Kate Jackson. I think that was probably the first TV show actually that I went into a shop afterwards and saw what they now call merchandise, you know, dolls and t-shirts and stuff like that. It was phenomenally popular, wasn't it? And all the ladies were incredibly beautiful. What a shame though we lost Farrah Fawcett Majors. What an icon she was. And did you know that that very famous poster sold over 1 million copies, making her incredibly rich? Well, now if you are a fan of Charlie's Angels, let me tell you this. Cheryl Ladd, who took over from Farrah Fawcett after one season playing Chris Monroe, is looking for a project to work with, or with Jacqueline Smith for like a TV movie, you know, something like that. I think it'd be a smash. Both ladies still look absolutely fabulous. So I thought that would just cheer us all up. You know, you look at these people and think, they're ageless. You look in the mirror and you think, what happened there? Back as ever though to your breaking roll story of the day. This story really centres on that ongoing battle between exactly whether Prince Harry and Meghan Markle did request the right permission to name their daughter Lilibet. If you remember, Prince Harry way back decided to try and sue the British Broadcasting Corporation. Well, he rumoured and you know, sort of spat out a few bon mots, but nothing really ever came to it, because really nobody truly knows what the story was behind that particular background at least. But now a fashion designer has come forward and said his version of events. And what I would suggest is this, you know, one has to dispute this because it wouldn't be that simple. So let me explain. What he basically is saying is that Harry and Meghan rang up Her Majesty the Queen at Windsor and said, by the way, we'd like to name our daughter after you, Elizabeth. She said, how kind, wonderful. That apparently was the extent of the phone call. Well, first and foremost, it doesn't really work like that. Even if you're non-royals now, there would have been something of a discussion whether this would be the first name, the second name. They would want to know exactly where you were going to place it, all of that sort of stuff. So it's a nice, hot story, but it truly is not the way that it would have operated. What I truly believe is this. I possibly believe that, and as ever we have to say allegedly, Prince Harry may have skirted round that particular issue and thought that our gracious monarch would be just absolutely delighted to have her nickname, her pet name, you know, put towards his daughter. I mean, when you think about it, it is a nice thing to do in some respects. Lots of other people though were dismayed because they decided to obviously try and make some money out of that by keeping the domain name, all that sort of stuff. You know, I'm not suggesting they're going to be making money, but it does seem odd, doesn't it, that you decide to register that name in case other people, I suppose, want to make money out of it. So the story goes, as I say now, this spin story, that our gracious monarch was absolutely delighted, thought it was wonderful, and she did know all about it. I would suggest that this is, again, a new Spin Doctor story put out by people to try and deflect from the ongoing trivial battles about the bullying and of course the trips to Washington and how they now want to move into the world of politics. As ever though, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.